Hello, Wake Forest Baptist family. I'm Ed Austin, and if you don't know this about me, I've had the pleasure of working my entire career with the town of Wake Forest in the Parks and Recreation Department. I've had several different job titles over the years, and my current title is Athletics and Aquatics Superintendent. Throughout my career, my responsibilities have included planning, promoting, managing, observing, and evaluating athletic leagues and programs for youth and adults of the Wake Forest area. I've been extremely fortunate to be able to combine my love of sports and the pleasure of helping people and helping to provide positive experiences for others into a successful and rewarding career. I love the excitement and the buzz that each new sports season brings, and I get to experience that feeling several times a year now since we offer leagues nearly year-round. After so many seasons, I'm accustomed to the ebb and flow of each league, even though no two seasons have been exactly the same since I started in the profession. One thing I can count on every season is the one question I know that I'll get to answer multiple times at the beginning of every season in one form or another. What team am I on? After I agreed to participate and share another devotional with my church family, I started thinking about the topic, what it might be. I've gone through several topics, several rough drafts, started, stopped, deleted. For some reason, I just couldn't find the right one. Then, during a recent Sunday school class, our lesson centered on Matthew chapter 12, verses 23 through 30. In these verses, we see that the Pharisees are seeking explanations for Jesus' powers. They were convinced that Jesus was not really God's agent and were also upset over Jesus' popularity. Seeking to explain his miracles, they accused Jesus of being an ally or being from Satan and receiving his powers that way. After some discussion about the background of the scripture, we each took a few minutes to read the verses on our own, and our teacher, Joe Kenny, asked us all to share our understanding of the passages by using only one word. I was reading from the Message translation, and it spoke to me immediately. The word that came to mind was commitment. After Jesus met each of the Pharisees' accusations by responding to them with questions that certainly made them uncomfortable, verse 30 is what spoke directly to me. Jesus said, "This is war, and there is no neutral ground. If you're not on my side, you're the enemy. If you're not helping, you're making things worse." To me, Jesus was reminding us that to be a true follower of his teachings, we must fully commit. We have to know the answer to this question: what team am I on? Being a member of Jesus' team requires much more than just being an admirer of Jesus. We can't just be a fan. We must be totally committed to God and to sharing his love every day. Sharing his message, his love, accepting grace, sharing that same grace with others are some of the ways that we can show others whose team we're on. It's not always easy, may not always be the most comfortable thing to do, but it's the way to live. So, as we're dealing with what seems to be more and more uncertainty in our world these days, between the ongoing pandemic, which hopefully is nearing an end or becoming more normal, political unrest in so many parts of the world, and even our latest mini crisis of finding gasoline for our daily travels, the one certainty that we have as members of God's team is found in Matthew chapter 28, verse 20, where Jesus assures us that he is with us always, even to the end of the world. If we're on his team, we have his love, his guidance, and his grace every day. I'm reminded of the closing words of the hymn, "When I Survey the Wondrous Cross," which always puts God's love into perspective for me. Love so amazing, so divine, demands my life, my soul, my all. So, I hope that when anyone asks us which team we're on, we can all quickly and confidently respond that we are committed members of God's team.